All right, so in this lesson, we're going to be actually studying Chapter 6, Lesson 3, Multiplying Decimals by Whole Numbers. And it's very much similar to multiplying whole numbers by whole numbers. And so hopefully you are looking at the same thing as I am. If not, we are on page 391. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So for this first example, we're going to find the area. Oh, I love geometry. And so let's throw in an area formula. So area equals length times width. And so if we're looking at this rectangular bulletin board here, that we have a length of 4 feet, and we have a width here of 3.62 feet. All right, so if we are finding the area, we'd multiply these two together. Well, 4 times 3.62 means, really, multiplication is repeat addition, just like exponents are repeat multiplication. So 3.62 plus 3.62 plus 3.62 plus 3.62. Goodness gracious, that's a lot of work. And what if we were to add this? All right, pull up a chair. Hope you get comfy. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. Well, 2, 4, 6, 8. All right, and 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. Well, that's 24. 4 down, carry the 2, and they did that for us up here. That's nice of them. And then we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 14. And we add, just like we did in the last chapter, we bring down that decimal. We get 14.48. Goodness gracious, that's a lot of work. Lots of work, right? And a good mathematician's a lazy mathematician, right? So let's multiply. Let's make this a whole lot easier. So another way to make this easier is to just multiply 3.62 times 4. Now, just like we did with our whole numbers before, put the number that has more digits above. Put it on top. You do less work. So the first thing is we're going to multiply. So we have 4 times 2, we have 8. Then we have 4 times 6, we have 24. 4 down, carry the 2. And then we have 4 times 3. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 2 is 14. All right. So 1,448 at the moment. Now we need to look at our decimals. So here we have to look at the top number and see how many numbers are there to the right of the decimal point. And I see that we have 2 numbers here. There are 2 of them. The 6 and the 2 are to the right of the decimal point. And then on 4, well, on 4, there are 0 numbers here, right? Because 4 by itself is a whole number. There are no decimals. So I need to then have the same number that we had to the right of the decimal in the problem to the right of our answer in down below. So if I have 2 numbers to the right of the decimal, I'm going to add these 2 numbers. 2 plus 0, I have 2. So this means I'm going to have 2 numbers to the right of the decimal in my answer. So 1,448, I have to have 2 numbers. So we're going to go 1 and 2. So we bring our decimal point over. So 14.48. That's a whole lot easier, and it will definitely make your work faster later. All right, let's do another one. So here, 3 times 0.96. So I'm going to make an estimate, a reasonable check later on. So 3 is 3, 0.96 is close to 1, so my answer should be about 3 in the end. So let's check our work. Well, let's do the real work. So 3 times 6 is 18. 8 down to carry the 1. 3 times 9 is 27. Plus that 1 is 28. So 8 down, carry the 2. And 3 times 0, this is multiplication. Make sure that's a common mistake students make. 3 times 0 is 0. Plus that 2 is 2. So at the moment, we haven't placed our decimal. They've done it for us at the moment. But I see that I have 2 numbers to the right of the decimal on the top number. I see 0 numbers down below. So altogether, I need to have 2 numbers to the right of the decimal in my answer. So they move it over once, move it over twice, and so we get a final answer of 2.88. So the product, 2.88, is close to our estimate of 3. So yeah, our answer checks out. All right, let's do a couple more. So 0.5 times 6. 6 times 5 is 30. 0 down, carry the 3. 6 times 0 is 0. Plus that 3 is 3. just like 5 times 6 is 30 as it is. But in my problem here, I have one number to the right of the decimal on the top. I have 0 on the second one. So when I add those together, I should have one number to the right of the decimal in my answer. So our final answer, 3.0. Second one here, we have 4 times 6 is 24. 4 down, carry the 2. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 2 is 10. At the moment, remember, we shouldn't have placed that decimal yet. They've done that for us to help. But in my problem here, I see I have one number to the right of the decimal on the top one. I have 0 on the second. So that means in my answer, I need to have one number to the right of the decimal in my answer. So I have 10.4 as my final answer. All right. And let's do a couple more here, because this is just like normal multiplication. We just now have to move a decimal into our answer. So 3 times 9 is 27. 7 down, carry the 2. Let's bring that down just a notch with our inking, right? So clear that. There, so we have 27. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 2 is 14. 4 down, carry the 1. 3 times 2 is 6, plus that 1 is 7. 747? I don't think so. We have to look at our problem. We have two numbers to the right in the top number. We have 0 on the second one. So our answer, 1, 2, needs to have two numbers to the right of the decimal here. So our final answer is 7.47. Number 4, 7 times 9 is 63. 3 down, carry the 6. 7 times 5 is 35. 35 plus 6 is 41. 1 down, carry the 4. And 7 times 1 is 7, plus 4 is 11. Oh, goodness gracious, 1,113 is certainly much bigger than what I was expecting, because 1 times 7 is 7, and if I rounded that up to 2, that'd still be 14. It's way bigger than that, right? Well, I need to move my decimal point, right? So that's the biggest mistake students make, is they forget to move the decimal point here. So I have two numbers to the right of the decimal in the top number. I have 0 numbers to the right of the decimal in the bottom number. So when I add those, I have 2. So I go 1 and 2 over. So we get 11.13 as our answer. Let's do one last one here, and I'll have you go practice. So 7 times 4 is 28. 8 down, carry the 2. 7 times 3 is 21. 21 plus 2 is 23. The answer is certainly not going to be 238. I need to look at my problem. I have one number to the right of the decimal in the top number. I have 0 numbers to the right of the decimal in the bottom one. When I add those together, I should have one number, one digit to the right of the decimal in my answer. So the final answer of 23.8. All right, we're golden here. All right, so hopefully this makes sense on multiplying whole numbers by decimals. Soon we're going to multiply decimals by decimals, but that is it for lesson 6.3.